Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
We are late to the party, and we're getting a tiny little update for the Justice League from HBO Max and Zack Snyder.
Yes, we've been kind of curious to see what we have in store for this. This is Snyder cut of Justice League, and I can't wait to see what we're going to get next year.
And really, I mean, they could give us some scenes, obviously, that are from the film itself, but everybody's obviously chomping at the bit for the new stuff, the new content, the previously unreleased content. And I know Zack Snyder said that there was a very small portion of it that was actually reshot, or maybe I have it flipped. But either way, the new stuff is obviously what we want to see. I'm more interested in the structure, an episodic structure, how they're going to break it down and make it feel like I'm chomping at the bit for that next episode, even though I've already seen, on the whole, the movie itself. So let's take a look at this little trailer update for the Snyder Cut now. Again.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord
I'm already
that
tired.
David played,
I mean, I was tired
and it
before, but this
pleased
song
the
makes me
Lord.
more tired.
But you don't really care for music, do you?
The rubble.
It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah.
Get that copyright claim again.
Yeah. He just wants to play.
She's an inspiration.
I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch.
Everyone gets a little bit more.
Yeah.
I didn't come to fool you.
Boo. Right?
Though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue. Lord, hallelujah.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Miles Dyson. Again.
It looks shinier.
These girls. Oh, yeah.
The Justice League.
A couple of them were like, we don't need to take the jet.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
United they are. So that is so interesting as hell. Just being able to go back to this world, and every single one of them, whether it was in their contract or not, came back to be a part of what story Zack Snyder originally wanted to tell. That grand story that was too big for just one movie, which was also the problem with BVS. There's just such a bigger story to tell there, and there's not enough time to be able to do it. And now they're giving it to us in a format that is easily digestible and accessible to many homes across the country without having to go to a movie theater.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I also think that it's very interesting to see this play out and, kind of seeing what we have in store, all of the news that has come out. I know that they said that Jared Leto is going to be in here as the Joker, so I'm interested to see how Zack Snyder can take his Joker and kind of twist it and make it for Justice League. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, just because I'm curious. I'm really, really curious to see how we have in store. What you were saying about how, like, them coming back and doing this thing, I think because they understand that there's a story that needs to be told, that they want to tell that story in the right way. And so allowing Zack to kind of do his own cut, allowing us to see the full-fledged story that he wanted to tell to us, is exciting in a way, because, you know, and it's exciting for him because, you know, it was kind of a terrible time when Justice League was happening. So now for them to kind of give him that ability to do this, I mean, more power to them.
I did not like the utilization once again of Hallelujah. I mean, we get it. You did it in Watchmen. You did it in that last trailer. You did it again here. But that's where Zack Snyder's kind of like pushing himself to the forefront. He's like, this is what I feel. This is what I'm trying to convey. And for me, it's like a little variety. But at the same time, I completely forgot the song was playing and I was wrapped up in the imagery.
True.
Which is why I'm coming back to watch this.
I mean, a lot of the imagery that we already saw in this trailer, we saw it before when they did the DC fandom.
Right.
So, you know, I like how we're getting a little bit more for all the characters too, especially Cyborg. We didn't really get a whole lot of his character.
Yeah.
And he kind of was just put into the movie. So I'm looking forward to having him fleshed out a little bit more, because then it can give his character more when it came to his certain scenes. Like, I felt a lot of the scenes were just like, oh yeah, we wanted Cyborg because we know that he's part of the Justice League, and that he, you know, he was created out of the boxes, but that's pretty much it. We didn't really get a whole lot from him, so I'm looking forward to his story being fleshed out a little bit more too.
And everybody's story. I mean, it does feel like they're adding a magnifying glass to every character already that we've seen. So at least in the original Justice League, they're getting more time in the spotlight to be able to tell a story. So whether Zack Snyder was the one that shot it originally and he's just piecing a little extra shots together to make it flow, or he shot a whole bunch of new stuff to get it to happen. The thing is that everybody was willing to come back to make this happen. And it's so exciting that they do have the ability to open up a multiverse and still stay true with what they're doing with their different iterations of what's coming up with the Batman, what we had with Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, and we ended up getting this world, which splintered off away from the trajectory they were hoping for, but yet still kind of limped on with Wonder Woman and then eventually The Flash and Aquaman. But I feel like now's the time for them to be able to kind of correct the misstep that they did end up having when it came to the Justice League cinematically, and be able to course correct, and with the multiverses be able to have that universe exist in a world where we can have Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, where we can have the Batman, Pattinson's Batman, and I feel like this is amazing for them to be able to accidentally stumble into one of the most brilliant narrative intricacies of cinematic film that has ever taken place in essentially a superhero universe. A lot of effort that it felt like, oh damn, we accidentally weaved an entire web that now we're going to get to experience, and this is the moment where they're going to hopefully be able to pull it off, because Flash has got to make something work when it comes to the multiverses, and they don't even have to connect. The fact is, we are okay with seeing two Jokers at the same time in different films and be able to differentiate who's who and where they belong in what universe, whether they end up crossing over or not. But getting this world back is something I'm definitely excited about.
Yep.
And what are you guys excited about? Let us know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching our reaction to the update for the Snyder Cut. You can also like and subscribe.
And did a thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, feel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Thank you so much, and as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
this party is over. Mandalorians every Friday.
Bye.